Good morning, students. I am educator of Bhakti International School. Today we will start our first chapter of science, that is matter in our surrounding. Now in this chapter we will study about matter and characteristics of particles and so on. First, what topics we are covering in this chapter. First we will see that. First, matter. Second, characteristics of particle. Third, states of matter. Fourth, how to change of state of matter, and last, evaporation. In this chapter we will discuss about these topics. First, matter. Second, characteristics of particle. Third, state of matter. Fourth, change of state of matter, and last topic, evaporation. So we will discuss one by one. First, what is matter? We will study it in earlier classes. What is matter? Matter, anything, any substance which occupies space and have mass is called matter. What is matter? Anything that occupies space and have mass is called matter. And matter is made up of tiny particles. What is matter? Anything that occupies space and have mass is called matter, and matter is made up of tiny particles. Let us see some examples. Pencil is a matter. Why? Because it is made up of some tiny particles. Then star, planets, everything in a universe, all the things are made up of matter. So it is clear what is matter. Then we'll go our another topic, characteristics of particle. Characteristics of particle. Next topic, characteristics of particle. Now, what are characteristics of particles? There are three types of characteristics of particle. First, they are continuously moving. Second, they have they are attack each other. And third, they have space between them. These are the three characteristics of particle. First, they are continuously moving. Second, they are attract each other. And third, they have space between them. We will discuss one by one. Now, characteristics of particle we are studying. Now, first, particles of matters are continuously moving. Our first characteristic was particles of matters are continuously moving. If a particle of matter are continuously moving, then it possesses kinetic energy. And what is kinetic energy? Energy that possessed by the moving of object is called kinetic energy. So as the temperature rises of particles, if the temperature rises of particles, they move faster. If they move faster, then the kinetic energy also increase. So let's see some examples, then we understand how particles are moving, matters of particles are moving. Now here we take a glass of water. In a glass of water we drop some ink. So what we see, when we drop a ink, it will slowly it will mix with whole water. We are not touching, we are not give any external force, any external things to move that water, but by its own it will mix with whole water. How is it possible? Then it is clear that particles of matters are continuously moving by its own, and movement is, each and every matter have different movements. There are three types of matters: solid, liquid and gas. So in solid, the movement of matter is minimum. In solid, the movement of matter is minimum, and in liquid is more. Means with comparison with solid, in liquid the movement is more with comparison of solid, but in gases the movement of particles is maximum. Our second point, particles of matter having space between them. We have studied our first point, particle of matters are continuously moving. In the second point, particles of matter having space between them. So how we know? What was the proof that particles of matters have space? So we will do some activity, and you already doing that activity, each and everybody at your home, but you are not noticing. Now see, I will take here one glass of water. In one glass of water I was mixing some salt and sugar, anything. Okay, first what we have to done, first we have to measure what was the how much water we will take. First you have to measure with scale, water is rising or not after mixing salt or sugar. When we mix a sugar in water, it make a sugar solution, but after mixing sugar, the level of water does not rising. We will hear stories in smaller classes. A thirsty crow. A crow was thirsty. When he find a pot, it is half filled with water. What he done? What crow done? It will pick the pebbles and throw in a pot, and the water level was rises, right? But in these cases, when we mix a sugar, the water level is not rising. Why? Because water is a matter, and they have some space between them, and the sugar and salt when mixed in water, it will fill that space. That's why the level of water is not rising. And in all matters, state of matters, it was different space between them. Like the space between the particles in solid is minimum. In solid is minimum, but in liquid it is more. right? We will see right now. And in gases is maximum. In our atmosphere, what is atmosphere? Atmosphere is a blanket and it is fully filled with so many gases. So many gases will mix in our atmosphere, right? So gases is the space between in gases is maximum. So our third point, particle of matter attract each other. We will hear about magnet will attract each other. So each and every particles will attract each other, but the attraction power of each and every particle is different. Solid have different, liquid and gases have also different attraction power. So we will study. First we will see some example. Now here I will draw on tap. When we open the tap, water fell down. When we put a finger between the water to cut the water, what we will see? When we put our finger here where water is falling, water will be cut, but after water will get here, it will cut. Then when he will reach down our finger, it will again join. That means water has some attraction power. From when we put our finger, it will be cut, but after when it reaches our down tip, it will attract again. Let us see some other examples. Take a one nail, okay, and a hammer. When we strike on a nail with hammer, what happens? Nail doesn't break. Why? Because the particles of nail are strongly attract each other. That's why when we hit with a hammer, they doesn't break. Understand? So the force of attraction in each and every particles have different. Like solid have maximum force of attraction power. I have given right now one example of nail. Nail is a solid form, solid state of matter, and solid have maximum attraction power. So when we strike with hammer, it doesn't break. Now liquid is intermediate, means liquid will break but they again join. Okay, so the force of attraction in liquid is medium. In gases have negligible. Negligible means there are no force of attraction in gases. Let's understand. In this chapter, we have studied about what is matter, characteristics of particle. Now we are going our third topic, states of matter. States of matter. Now there are three states of matter. First, solid. Second, liquid. And third, gas. We will study about some basic points of and characteristic and state of matter of solid, liquid and gas. First we will start from solid. Now see the image and a diagram of solid. The particles of solids are attract each other maximum, so the particles are closely to each other so that the solid have definite shape. It has fixed shape. Second, it has distinct boundaries. What is distinct boundaries? If this is a solid, this is a solid, and the boundaries of this, if we put here anywhere, if we put here, so it doesn't go by its own anywhere. So that's why it has fixed boundary. Second, it has rigid body. Rigid means strongest, tough. So the body of the solid is tough, rigid. Second, fourth point, incompressible. If I want to compress this marker and the anything if that is make up of solid, we didn't compressed it easily and it doesn't compressed, so solid have incompressible. Fifth point, definite volume. Solid have fixed volume. Now second, liquid. Liquid, the particles of liquids are also closely but that not much like solid. And the points and the characteristics of liquid, no definite shapes. Liquid has no definite shape, it doesn't have fixed shape. If we put a water in any container, in any shape of container, it will take that shape. That's why liquid doesn't have definite shape. Liquid have not definite boundaries also. If we fall a water on a floor, it will goes anywhere by its own where it get path. It get any path, they will go there. That's why liquid does not have definite boundaries. And fluidity. What is fluidity? Fluidity, anything that flow, anything that have that flow, that characteristics is called fluidity. Third, low compressible. Liquid have low compressible property. Everyone knows, everyone have LPG at their home. What is LPG? Liquefied petroleum gas, right? So we are filling a gas in cylinder, right? So the gas that was in cylinder is in a form of liquid. Why? Because it has a property of compressibility. Like that, liquid also have a compressibility property but low, not that much high, and it has definite volume. Liquid have also a definite volume. Now third is gas. Gas, we will show diagram. The particles of gas are not closely to each other, they have so much space between them, and the properties of gas not definite shape. If like liquid, if we fill a gas in any container, it will take whole space, whole volume and fill everywhere in a container. So that's why gas does not have definite shape. Second point, no definite boundaries. Like that, liquid have no definite boundaries, same, gas has also not a definite boundary. Fluidity, it has same, gas will flow anywhere, so that's it is also a property of fluidity. High compressible, gas have high compressible property. I will give example of cylinder LPG, that is the example of gases high compressible. Now, but gas doesn't have definite volume. If we fill in any container, gas will fill whole container. That's why it doesn't have definite volume.